Now, angular difference, a table I'm making. The basic formula is the same one, but it changes for some scenarios. Angular difference between two hands at different time. So what do you mean by angular difference? Suppose this is a clock and here the minutes hand, here is the hours hand. So what do you think? What is the angular difference? 90 degrees. That's it. That means here it is making a angle of 90 degrees. Okay. So we are seeing the difference in the angles. Maybe this may be at some position. This is like this may be at some position. This may be at some position. But the difference what we are seeing is 90 degrees. Am I right? The difference here is 90 degrees. Okay. That's what. Now. Just a minute. Now. Question comes. Okay. So let's take the other formless. I'm just making the table. Yeah, Raymond Magsaysay Award. It's yeah, yes. It is given to some like some people who there are many people who got this award. To perpetuate former Philippine President Raymond Magsaysay's example of integrity. Somewhat okay, somewhat. Not okay exactly, but okay. Like still okay because I need to finish the syllabus by tomorrow. So this is given to journalists actually. Ravish Kumar got the Raymond Magsaysay previous year. Okay. Ravish Kumar got this. This is given to journalists actually. In general, I think because Raymond Magsaysay.
I asked this question.
Ravish Kumar got previous year. Raymond
I didn't
Magsaysay
know.
was. was a good he was a Philippine president, and it is given to someone who is doing something good in journalism. Okay.
Okay.
Award is
They asked one question that
huh, this
about
is
what is
given for,
uh,
see, this is given to someone who do good for the society in some ways. Okay. So here something is given. See, it is named after Raymond Magsaysay, the third president of Republic of Philippines after World War II. Raymond Magsaysay Award Foundation gives the prize to Asian individuals achieving excellence in their respective fields. Awards were given in 6 categories, 5 of which are discontinued. So these all discontinued in 2009. Government service, public service, community. No, now they are not giving to all this. Like awardees, the winners of Raymond Magsaysay Award come from different parts of Asia, although there is some instances where winners come from outside Asia who had served, worked, or accomplished something in different Asian countries. And the awards have been traditionally been given in 5 categories: government service, 5 of which have been discontinued. The awards were given in 6 categories. So 5 of which were discontinued, they are saying. So Raymond Magsaysay Award recognizes and honors individuals and organizations in Asia regardless of all this. That's over. Okay. And who have achieved distinction in their respective fields and have helped others generously without anticipating public recognition. That means they don't want, they're not craving for recognition, they're doing it for the good of the society. The awards have traditionally been given in 5 categories. For see, government service, public service, community leadership, journalism, literature and creative communication, arts and peace and international understanding. So now for journalism, Ravish Kumar got previous year. Okay. So they will ask you questions regarding what is the angle between 12 a.m. and 3 p.m. And 3 a.m. or when does it what is the angular difference between 12 a.m. and 5 p.m. like that. These kind of questions they'll ask you. Okay. So for these we need to understand some table. They'll ask you angle difference. That means what is the angle formed here, or what is the time between two time periods. Okay. So now let's see for the table. Required angle difference between minute hand and hour hand, 8 degrees. So required angle difference between minute hand and hour hand. So here we are seeing, like, suppose this is a clock, and both the, here it is 12, both the hour hand and minute hand are on the same point. Okay. So what angle you see here, they are coinciding. So 0 degrees is the angle difference. Do you see any angle difference here? No, it's 0 degrees. Okay. So required angle difference between minute hand and hour hand, 8 degrees. So in first case we'll see 0 degrees when they coincide. So initial position of our hand, h degrees. Sorry, extremely sorry. H plus initial position of R hand. So where the R hand stands, they are asking. Okay. In this case, you need to see this table also. Like first, you need to see required angle difference between minute hand and hour hand. What kind of angle difference you are seeing? 0 degrees, 90 degrees, or something. We'll categorize. We'll give them a category. Okay. Secondly, you need to see the initial position of R hand, and definitely it's going to move. Okay. So you need to see the initial position of R hand. Next point. Next point. Next point, let's see. So here it is like h is equal to 0 to 11. That means your R hand can be at 0, that is 12, to 1, to, like, it can be at 0, that is 12, to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, for anywhere, okay, till 11. So in this case, required time formula is 2 by 11. Now there's I'm not speaking about any derivation over here, just write down the formula and remember it. Past h, whereby h for r, like it can be 2 hours, 3 hours, anything, put it here. Okay, so if they ask you what is the angle difference, or like they'll say you the angle difference, either they say that both the hands coincide, so that time the angle difference is 0. They say that they are making a 90 degrees angle, so that time you should see the angle difference, you should see the initial position of R hand, and then you have to find out the required time. So required time would be nothing but this formula directly. Okay, we'll do one example. After this table, I'll show you the example along with the formula. So similar angle difference occurs every hour once. So 0 degrees every hour, it happens once. Similar angle difference happens or occurs, whatever you can write, in every hour just once. Okay. Next point. All of you make a note of this. All of you are online now. Okay, great. Now all of you make the next point. Case number 2. When your angle is between 180 degrees and 0 degrees, okay, and your R hand is at 0 to 11 anywhere. So there are two types, you will get two time periods. There can be two time periods, 2 by 11 h into 30 plus a. Okay, a is nothing but the angle. Okay, okay, beyond. So here they are coinciding, they are not making any angle, but here they'll make an angle, so that angle you have to put here. Minutes past h, and 2 by 11 into h into 30 minus a. I would have told you plus or minus, but writing it different. Minutes past h. Please make a note of all this. And angle difference happens only once. Then we have just one particular column and then questions. Last point. When your angle is between 360 degrees and 180 degrees. So in this, h is equal to 0 to 6, first case, and b, h is equal to 6 to 11, second case. So 2 by 11 h into 30 plus a minutes past h. We'll do two types of problems in this. You just check it out. Right now this formula is minus a minutes past h, and it even happens once and once. Now one more note I'll give. Now, right on the next point. Note. If for certain value of h, the expression 2 by 11 h into 30 minus a becomes negative. Actually, there shouldn't be any negative value here. Okay, there shouldn't be any negative value. Then use t is equal to 2 by 11 into 360 plus h into 30 minus a minutes past h for h into 30 degrees less than the angle. Okay, just write a note of this. I'll explain you, don't worry. Okay, now let's go ahead. Write on the first question and start and try and tell me the answer, what the answer would be for this. Question number 1. At what time between 3 and 4 o'clock the hands of a clock coincide? Can you tell me the answer for this? So you know that the like every 1 hour, okay, two hands of a clock coincide only once. In the table, the last column, which I've already explained you. So first question I'm explaining you, second you need to try. See, you can see here. Similar angle difference happens in every hour once. So every hour, okay. So like you can write a note here. I'm just writing a note here for this question. They're saying that at what time between 3 and 4 o'clock the hands of a clock coincide. So what is the time? So I'm making a diagram here. This is a clock. So this is like 3 and 4. So they are saying that at what time between 3 and 4 o'clock, this is what? The hands of a clock coincide. These two hands should coincide. Okay. So as you know, since in 1 hour, that means every hour, okay, two hands of a clock coincide only once. Okay. So there will be only one value. Now, so what is the required time formula? Required time T is equal to 2 by 11 H into 30 plus A degrees. Okay. That is minutes past H. Next point. So here what is happening? So this is the formula which I have given to you every point of time. Okay. But you'll be asking me a question, sir, only for the first one you did not give me this formula. Yes, I'm coming back to that. Why I didn't give this formula, because why I only gave you 2 by 11 H into 30. That same formula we are applying here. Why? Because there is no angle difference between two clocks, between two time periods. Okay. At what time they are asking, at what time between 3 and 4 o'clock the hands of a clock should coincide. They're asking like when they will coincide. Okay. So here H is always the initial position. So H is equal to initial position of R hand. So what is the initial position of R hand? 3. So in any problem, H is nothing but the initial position of the R hand. So it is 3. Okay. Angle required. Actually, they're asking that both the hands should coincide. So are they asking you like they should make some angle? No. They are asking you that at what time between between these two, okay, the hours and minutes hand should coincide with each other. Coincide is nothing but some point they'll come, they'll just come see, minutes hand will travel and reach here. Between that it is going to coincide with the hour hand at any cost. Okay. So they are asking like when they, at what time they'll coincide. So angle A degree is equal to required angle is equal to 0 degrees. That's why I did not give you A degrees. That's because it's going to be 0 itself. Let's put this in the formula. 2 by 11, 3 into 30 plus 0. So what you're getting here? 33s are 90. So 180 by 11. So when you divide this, it will be 16:4 by 11 minutes past 3. That means 16. That means after 3 o'clock, after 16 minutes, 16:4 by 11 minutes, the hour hand and minute hand are going to coincide. Okay. Just make a note of this. We'll go for next question. Next question you should solve and give it to me. Okay. Do this question. Question number 2. At what time between 4 and 5 a.m. will the hands of clock be at right angle? Come on, do this question for me. Just 2 minutes, I'm coming back. Try this. Okay, what's the answer? Anyone got this? 38 2 by 11 past 4. Just a minute. Let me confirm the answer. Yes, good. Yes, it's right. But there are two answers for this because this is right angle. Na? It lies between 180 and 360. So there are two things. 2 by 11 h into 30 plus a and 2 by 11 h into 30 minus a. Just put these values on that. Second formula also, you'll get the answer. Meanwhile, I'll solve these questions for you. And you need to solve the third question after that. So you know, like here, h will be 4, okay, because it's the starting, this is the r from where the from where we are seeing the difference between these two, okay, that is the initial position of the r hand, okay. So initial position of r hand, yeah, that's correct, 5 by 4, yes, good. So initial point of r hand. So now let's go with the required time. T is equal to 2 by 11 h into 30 plus or minus a. So 2 by 11 h will take 4 into 30 plus 90 past 4, okay, minutes past h, minutes past h, so minutes past 4. So now 2 by 11, 120 plus 90, just a minute. Yeah, so 4 into 30 plus 90, so 120 plus 90 is how much? 120 plus 90 is 210. Okay, now you can solve this. It will become somewhere around 210 into 4, 21 into 2 is 442, 420 by 11. Now you can try and solve this. You can divide this and you'll get the answer. Okay, so so what we can do is, like, if you go for a division, 42 420 by 11, 3 11s are, so you can see the difference. And okay, so again you'll have the difference and point and 0, and then again it will be going on, so it will be going on. So what we can do here, we can just write 38, which is the quotient, remainder which is 2, divided by the divisor. Okay, this becomes a mixed fraction. And the next one, many of you have got the right answer. So let's do that. 2 by 11 h into 30 minus a, h is like 4 into 30 minus 90. So 120 minus 90 is nothing but 60, 30. So 2 by 11 into 30, that is like 30 into 2, 60, 60 by 11. So you know 5 11s are 55, so 5 by 11 will be their answer. Okay, minutes past 4. Now next, do this question for me now, all of you. Just try this question. At what times are the hands of a clock at right angles and 8 a.m. Do this. Yes, I'm waiting for the answers. Same formula, same question. 2 by 11 h into 30 plus or minus a. Same formula you need to apply, you'll get the answers. I'm giving the formula also, and answers even I'm giving. Try to tally your answers. Answers would be 54 6 by 11 20 and 21 9 by 11. Okay, even next question you try. Find at what time between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock will the hands of a clock be in the same straight line but not together? Do this question for me. Come on fast. See, the right angles are made by the hour hand and minutes hand twice actually. This one you're saying find but what time? Just a minute. Yeah, just a minute. Ritika, I'm just confirming. Yeah, you are saying like 5 by 11. Second one, which one? Like you're saying 5. You're saying, just a minute. Let me check the message. 5 by 11 is not correct actually. No, this is wrong. See, what do you think? Yeah, you can try. What do you think about the right angle? See, at what times on the hands of a clock at right angles between? So, like there will be two, it will be happening twice actually. See, 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. This is the hour hand, small hand actually. This is small hand, and this is the minute hand. Okay. So, what would happen is, this is, I'll just mention this hour and this is minutes. So what will happen is the hour hand will move from here to here in 1 hour, and in that 1 hour, yeah, no, I'm not 180-degree question. Yeah, for that answer is like 54 6 by 11. So what happens is, meanwhile this minutes hand will move, okay, in the clockwise, and first it will make a right angle here. So is there a right angle? That means this will move somewhere somewhat front, and at least it will come and make a right angle once, and till the time it reaches here it will make one more right angle here. So two right angles it is making. Okay, two right angles. Okay, but what do you think? Straight angle it is making only one. Only one. Okay, straight angle it is making only one. So what we shall do here? So this is between 180, angle lies between 180 and 0. So it will make only one thing. Okay, so what we shall do here, find the time between 7 and 8 o'clock. Will the hands of clock be in straight line but not together? Will be in straight line but not together. Since for right angles it is twice, we just took two answers, but here it is 180. And for 180, that is 180 degrees, they are speaking about 180, so it is like the angle should be 360, say a, so 180 degrees. Okay, so here we are lying in which zone actually? H is equal to 6 to 11, because 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock lies between 6 and 11. Okay, lies between 6 and 11. So it will just, here we'll take what? We will take this formula. For 6 a.m. and like 11 a.m. there is a special formula given. Okay, so we'll take this formula: 2 by 11 h into 30 minus 8. Now you apply this formula and do this. So why I am taking this 180 to 360? Like they are making a straight angle. सो स्ट्रेट एंगल ऐसा होता है। मैं अभी आपको एक प्रोट्रैक्टर बना के दिखाता हूँ। अभी ये देखो, ये आपका राइट एंगल है, ठीक है। ये राइट एंगल से ये आता है स्ट्रेट एंगल, ये 180 होता है, ठीक है। अब 180 के बाद ये कहाँ जाएगा? 180 के बाद ये 240, 270, फिर ये ऐसा आएगा 180 प्लस कितना हो जाएगा? ये 90 का कॉलम है, ये 90 का कॉलम है, 90 का कॉलम है, 90 का कॉलम है। तो हम यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुए ना, तो यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुए अगर, तो यहाँ तक 180 हुआ, फिर यहाँ से 180 प्लस अपना कितना है 90, 270 हुआ, फिर ये फिर आपका यहाँ तक आने के बाद 360 हो गया। तो आप ये देखो कि आप 180 डिग्री स्ट्रेट एंगल बनाना है, और फिर आपका 180 डिग्रीज का स्ट्रेट एंगल एक ही बार बनेगा, और फिर आपको जो मिनट हैंड है उसको फिर यहाँ आके यहाँ आना है। तो ये 180 से 360 के बीच में देखना है ना हमको। तो जो 180 से 360 के बीच में देखना है, तो उसमें हम क्या देखेंगे कि उसमें हमको दो ऑप्शन है। एक कि हम 0 से लेके 6 के बीच में है, और दूसरा 6 to 11 के बीच में है। तो हमारा जो ये टाइम पीरियड है 7 o'clock और 8 o'clock, वो 6 to 11 के बीच में आता है। 6 to 11 के बीच में आता है, इसलिए हम लोग उसके लिए बी फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे। ओके, एवरीवन गॉट दिस कॉन्सेप्ट? सी फ्रॉम हियर 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock बोल रहा है ना, ये 7 o'clock है समझ लो, ये 8 o'clock है समझ लो। आपका आर हैंड 7 से 8 जाने के लिए 1 घंटा लेगा, लेकिन आपका मिनट हैंड वही चीज के लिए 1 घंटा ही लेगा, बट ये सिर्फ 5 मिनट डिविजन आगे जाएगा, ये 60 मिनट डिविजन हो जाएगा, यानी ये 360 डिग्रीज कवर अप कर लेगा, ठीक है ना। 5 मिनट डिविजन मतलब 5 into 6 डिग्रीज, वो 30 डिग्रीज कवर करेगा, उतने में ये 360 कवर कर लेगा, पूरा पूरा क्लॉक कवर कर लेगा। तो इसीलिए यहां से निकलेगा निकलेगा और मिनट हैंड यहां पर जाके कहीं पर स्ट्रेट एंगल लेगा, यानी जब 7 से 8 को जाएगा तो कहीं ना कहीं ये थोड़ा मूवमेंट में होगा, तो ये भी तो मूवमेंट होके होके कहीं ना कहीं तो स्ट्रेट एंगल बनेगा। स्ट्रेट एंगल बनने के बाद फिर ये मिनट हैंड को फिर वहीं पहुंचना है पूरा 1 आवर फिनिश करने के लिए। तो ये 180 के बाद का जो भी जोन है वो 180 डिग्री से 360 के बीच में आएगा, क्यों? और 180 से 360 के बीच में आएगा, प्लस हमको क्या दिया हुआ है 7 और 8 o'clock दिया हुआ है, तो डेफिनेटली ये हमारा 6 to 11 के कैटेगरी में आता है, इसीलिए हमको सेकंड फॉर्मूला यूज करना पड़ेगा, एंड देन यू विल गेट द आंसर। तो आंसर वुड बी 54 6/11। अब मैं आपको सॉल्व करके बता देता हूँ। ऑल ऑफ यू गॉट दिस कॉन्सेप्ट? सबको समझ में है? 2/11 आपका HS 7 into 30 minus 180, 2/11 210 minus 180, 180 और 210 का डिफरेंस कितना होता है? 30, और 30 into 2 60, तो आपका कितना हो गया 60/11। 60/11 कितना होता है यहाँ पर करके देख लो आप लोग। मे बी क्वेश्चन इसमें टेक्स्ट बुक में प्रिंटिंग एरर होगा, हो सकता है। 0.0, हाँ ये टेक्स्ट बुक में कुछ गलत है रितिका, तुम्हारा आंसर करेक्ट है। डिफरेंस 5 है ना, तो 5/11 ही रहेगा। देयर इज अ मिस्टेक इन द बुक। ओके चलो, करेक्ट या। सो आई जस्ट सॉ द आंसर, बट इसमें आंसर रॉन्ग है। चलो नेक्स्ट वाला करते हैं। 5/11 इज द आंसर फॉर दैट। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन का आंसर मुझे करके बताओ। आई एम राइटिंग 2 क्वेश्चंस, ठीक है। मुझे 2 क्वेश्चंस करके बताओ. Just a minute. Yeah, correct. 34, 10 by 11 and 19, 7 by 11. Correct. Good. So what is happening here? I'll just give you the hint for this and next you should solve. At what time between 5 and 6? So this is a clock here. They're asking at what time between 5, for example, 5 will come here actually. 5 and 6. The hands of a clock are 7 minutes apart. That means at what time, at what time between 5 and 6 are the hands of a clock 7 minutes apart? That means 5 and 6. So this will be moving 60 minutes divisions and this will be moving 5-minute division. So there will be at some point of time between this 5 and 6, the hands of the clock will be 7 minutes apart. That means they will be having a difference of 7 minutes, like 7 minutes. Maybe like this is moving from here. Actually, both started. Both are moving from, both of them are moving, and maybe this will reach here. So maybe here it will come. So this is like exactly 4 o'clock. This may be somewhere around 3 and something. So 7 minutes का difference कहाँ पर निकलेगा? 5 और 6, between 5 and 6, यानी 5 और 6 बजे के, at what time between 5 and 6, what time between 5 and 6 are the hands of a clock, मतलब 5 से 5 और 6 के बीच में, मतलब ये यहाँ मूवमेंट करेगा तो ये भी तो मूवमेंट करेगा ना, करके फिर से यहाँ पर आएगा, क्योंकि दोनों को यहाँ पर आना है। तो कहाँ पर दोनों के बीच का डिफरेंस 7 मिनट्स रहेगा। ठीक है, तो अब हम क्या करेंगे, 7 मिनट डिविजन्स। इससे पहले आप लोग को क्या करता था, एंगल देता था, ठीक है ना, या स्ट्रेट लाइन बोलता था, या राइट एंगल्स बोलता था। विल द हैंड्स ऑफ द क्लॉक विल बी एट राइट एंगल। अब क्या बोला है, विल द हैंड्स ऑफ ए क्लॉक बी 7 मिनट्स अपार्ट। तो कुछ नहीं है, हमको तो हमारा फॉर्मूला पता है। फॉर्मूला इज नथिंग बट 2/11 h इंटू 30 प्लस और माइनस a मिनट्स पास्ट h। तो आपको क्या करना है, सिर्फ ये एंगल में कन्वर्ट कर देना है ये मिनट्स को। सो कितने मिनट्स, 7 मिनट्स बताया है, एक मिनट में कितने डिग्रीज होते हैं, 6 डिग्रीज। सो 7 इंटू 6 डिग्रीज इज इक्वल टू 42 डिग्रीज। अब आपका एंगल ए है 42, बाकी आपका लाइक एच है 5। आप फिनिश कर सकते हो प्रॉब्लम को, ठीक है ना। नेक्स्ट 42 डिग्रीज कौन से कैटेगरी में आता है आपका, 0 से लेके 180, दो फॉर्मुलेस लगेंगे आपके। अच्छा, नेक्स्ट वाला जो क्वेश्चन है वो थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी है और उसका आप लोग को आइडिया भी नहीं है, प्रोसीजर भी नहीं मालूम है। अ क्लॉक इज सेट राइट। पहले क्या हुआ, 1 PM पे एक क्लॉक को राइट सेट किए, मतलब एक क्लॉक रॉन्ग था इट सेम्स, लेकिन अब उसको एग्जैक्टली 1 PM पे राइट सेट करें। 1, ठीक है। वन PM पे राइट सेट करें, यहाँ पर अपना 1 PM, ठीक है। इफ इट गेन्स 1 मिनट एन आवर। अब क्या हुआ, सेट करने के बाद भी ये क्लॉक गेन कर रहा है 1 मिनट एन आवर। मतलब क्या है, ये क्लॉक आइदर फास्ट क्लॉक है, ये क्लॉक गलत टाइम बता रहा है, और फास्ट क्लॉक है, ठीक है ना। तो मैं फिर से ड्रॉ करता हूँ, एक क्लॉक है, उसको एग्जैक्टली 1 PM पे सेट किए, ठीक है। तो 1 PM पे सेट करने के बाद वो 1 मिनट, इफ इट गेन्स 1 मिनट एन आवर, लाइक हर 1 घंटे में 1 मिनट फास्ट चल रहा है। व्हाट इज द ट्रू टाइम व्हेन द क्लॉक इंडिकेट 6 PM। तो 6 PM तक आने तक एक्चुअल में टाइम क्या होगा, ठीक है ना। तो अभी आप लोग को एक फॉर्मूला देता हूं, वो फॉर्मूला में आप लोग बस पुट कर दो, आंसर आ जाएगा आपको। फॉर्मूला मैं अभी आपको नोट यहाँ पर लिखाता हूं, आप लोग को यूज करना है। हेडिंग लिखो, इनकरेक्ट क्लॉक। इनकरेक्ट क्लॉक। An incorrect clock either gains or loses time. Just a second. Yeah, an incorrect clock either gains or loses time. So time interval indicated by such a clock. So time interval indicated by such a clock Okay, so time interval indicated by such a clock will be different from that actually shown by a true clock, of course. Okay, so now what formula you need to follow here is just right now. Can you excuse me for a second? I'll be back. Just a second. Yeah. So what we are supposed to do here. So we are seeing about the incorrect clocks. Okay. So the formula here, what you need to apply is this relationship, shortcut. So shortcut relationship, time, actually it's like true time interval divided by time interval in incorrect clock is equal to 1 by 1 plus or minus r gained. If it is like gained, you should put plus. If it is lost, you should put minus. Gained or lost in 1 hour by incorrect clock. All of you write on this relationship. We'll do this question now. See, you need to put plus if there is a gain of time, minus if there's a loss of time. That means if one when incorrect clock gains time, I can write I can write here incorrect clock gains time. Okay, incorrect clock gains time. Here incorrect clock loses time. Write on this one, please. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Now, in a correct true clock, write some points in a correct true clock. Both hands coincide at an interval of 65 5 by 11 minutes. Write on this note. Yesterday I have already discussed this point with you. In a correct clock, both hands coincide at an interval of 65 5 by 11 minutes. Yesterday we have seen this also. That means both the hands will coincide after this, okay, when they start at the same time. But if both hands coincide at an interval, like at not this interval, I'm saying, suppose at an interval of x minutes, and that is not equivalent to 65 5 by 11 x minutes of correct time actually, then the clock is, that means if they are coinciding at an interval of this, that is all right. If they are not coinciding at an interval of this, that then the clock is a incorrect clock. Clock is incorrect. And we'll see the formula, the time gained and lost because of the incorrect clock. And time, just will write total time actually. Total time gained. For gained I use plus. Gained, or I just put negative for lost, is equal to T into 60. This is the formula. Into 65 5 by 11 minus x by x. So we are multiplying the time period into 60, that is 60-minute divisions, into 65 5 by 11. The right time with the clock should show, actually they should coincide at this time interval, minus x, that is what you are seeing, by x minutes. Right on this one. Okay, now let's do that problem. Now that problem which I gave you, let's finish that. Okay, so this question I gave you right away. Where is that question? Okay, a clock is set right at 1 p.m. Okay, I'll just write down the question once again. We'll solve it. A clock, it's is set right at 1 p.m. if it gains 1 minute an hour, what is the true time when the clock indicates 6 p.m. the same day? This was the question. So a clock is set right at 1 p.m. That means the clock is not on time actually. The clock is not on time. That's the reason why you have set right at 1 p.m. And now they are saying if it gains 1 minute an hour, every hour it gains 1 minute extra. What is the true time when the clock indicates 6 p.m. the same day? So they're asking you the true time. So we'll just first write on the relationship. True time interval. So instead of writing all this, I'll just put, okay, I'll write the formula and tell you to remember the shortcut. True time interval. Time interval in incorrect clock 1/1 plus R gained in 1 hour by incorrect clock. So this is what they have given. So now let's put things. This is what we are supposed to find. That is what they are asking. So we'll put this as t divided by. A clock is set right at 1 p.m. If it gains 1 minute an hour, what is the true time when the clock indicates 6 p.m. the same day? So it is gaining, gaining, gaining. So time interval indicated by incorrect clock is what? 5 hours. 6 p.m. minus 1 p.m. 5 hours. So a clock is set right at 1 p.m. Actually, clock is set right at 1 p.m. If it gains 1 minute an hour, what is the true time when the clock indicates 6 p.m. the same day? They are asking what is the true time when the clock indicates 6 p.m. the same day. So between this 6 p.m. and 1 p.m. we have a time interval of 5 hours. So this time interval of 5 hours is nothing but the time interval in this incorrect clock, because the clock is incorrect itself. Actually what happened, we have set the clock at 1 p.m. We have set the clock at 1 p.m. but still it is 1 minute gaining. Okay, it gains 1 minute an hour. See, we have set the clock at 1 p.m. but still this clock is gaining 1 minute in every 1 hour. So do you think this is the right clock? No, this is the incorrect clock. So now what is the time interval between the 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. whatever it has reached? 5 hours. That is what we want right now. Why? Because our formula has this element, so we need to put that element in the formula. So what is this? Time interval in the incorrect clock. So the time interval in the incorrect clock is nothing but of 5 hours. We'll put it here, is equal to 1 by 1 plus r gained in 1 hour by incorrect clock. So what is happening? They are just giving, we don't have an hour, so we have 1 minute. 1 minute is what it is gained by the clock, okay, in every hour. So can I write 1 by 60, because 1 minute is nothing but 1 by 60 hours. Okay, now please solve and find out the t value. You get the answer. Then I'll give you more 3 questions and then exercise done. Yeah, what is the t value? Come on, calculate and tell me. Yes, correct. Good. So the answer what you would get is true, but you are getting only true time interval. So true time interval is equal to 456 by 61 hours. But what are they asking? What is the true time? So we are supposed to find out the true time. This is true time interval. True time. True time is equal to this 1 p.m. plus this is the, if you add up this time interval, you will get the true time. 456 by 61. What time it should be? What time should be in the clock? Hours. So you understand, like it will be 1 p.m. plus 4 is like 5 p.m. and then 56 by 61 hours. This is the correct time. Okay. Finish it off. I'll give the next three questions. Okay, take the next question. Solve these three questions. Okay, do this question. Solve this first. Yeah, what's the answer? Okay. So see, the minute hand of a clock overtakes the hour hand at intervals of 65 minutes of correct time. So how much does the clock gain or lose in 12 hours? So there is a direct formula which I have given to you. This is an incorrect clock, and there is a direct formula for this. Time gained or lost. Okay. So they are asking in 12 hours. So let's write down that one. So time gained or lost in 12 hours is equal to formula T into 60 into 65 5 by 11 minus x by x minutes. So time is 12 into 60 into 65 5 by 11 is the standard minus this x we need to put there, just this x we want. Okay, so let's see here. So in a correct clock, see, you all of you know this. In a correct clock, both the hands coincide or overtake at an interval of 65 5 by 11 minutes. But here it coincides at an interval of how much? How much? 65 minutes. 65 minutes of the correct clock. Correct time. So that how like it is saying here very clearly. The minute hand of a clock overtakes the hour hand at intervals of 65 minutes of correct time. So that x is nothing but, so they are saying the minutes hand actually, in a correct clock, both the hands coincide or overtake at an interval of, 65 5 by 11, but this here it is happening in 65 minutes. That's the wrong time actually. So we need to take that 65 as x and put it here. Now solve and get the answer. Come on, do this. Solve this and get get the answer. 720. Okay, let's keep it like 12 into 60 into 65 कॉमन ले लो, 5 by 11 minus 1 कर दो by 65, कैंसिल करके आंसर लेके आ जाओ. आपको मालूम ही है कि लाइक इनको कैंसिल आउट कर दो, नहीं तो इनको कैंसिल करके डायरेक्टली आंसर लेके आ जाओ. तो सीधी सीधी बात है, इसको डायरेक्टली कैंसिल आउट कर दो. 12 6 are 720 इंटू 5 by 11 minus 1. ठीक है, इसको आपको ही करना है. इसको क्या करेंगे, 720 तो कॉमन हो वैसा हो जाता है इसमें. कोई इसमें आंसर चाहिए, कैंसिल करने से फायदा नहीं हो रहा है इसमें. नेगेटिव आंसर, नेगेटिव आना नहीं चाहिए, पॉजिटिव ही आएगा हमेशा. ना लिखे छोड़ दो, हो जाता है. लेकिन अपने को टाइम पीरियड चाहिए ना, इसमें टाइम पीरियड आना ज़रूरी है. तो क्या करेंगे, जो भी आएगा उससे सब्ट्रैक्ट करना होगा। सेवन ट्वेंटी, मैं तो इसमें तो नहीं आ रहा है, तो दूसरे वे से करके देखता हूँ। दूसरा वे क्या रहेगा? एक्चुअली में हम अगर इसको सॉल्व करें, 65 5/11 माइनस, ये भी रॉन्ग है, 65 या वो तो करेक्ट है, वो मुझे भी आ रहा, होल डिवाइड बाई 65। मैं उसका मतलब इजी वे निकालने का देख रहा हूँ। इसमें क्या करेंगे हम लोग? अच्छा, यू डिवाइडेड दिस 720 65 5/11 माइनस 65। इसको हम लोग ऐसा ले सकते हैं, 720/11 माइनस 65 माइनस 65। हाँ, ये आंसर आ जाएगा। तो अभी हम लोग ऐसा कर लेते हैं इसको, जस्ट वी आर नियर अबाउट द आंसर। सो 720 इंटू 65 5/11 is nothing but 720/11 minus 65 whole divided by 60. 720 into 720 minus 715 whole divided by 11 whole divided by 65 subtraction। तो अभी क्या करना है इसको? 720 माइनस 715 तो 5/11 हो जाएगा। तो 720 इंटू 5/11 इंटू 1/65। तो अब आप चाहें तो कैंसिल भी कर सकते हो। 11 इंटू 65 715 होता है, तो ये वंस में भी जाएगा और ये कितने में जाएगा? 13 में जाएगा। ओके, ठीक है। तो 720/11 इंटू 13, तो 720/143 हो जाएगा। अब आप जब 143 को अगर आप 145 देखते हो, 700 होता है, तो 720 143 में जाएगा ही जाएगा कहीं ना कहीं। 5 टाइम्स 700, इसके बाद यहाँ 20 लगा दो और कुछ कैंसलेशन का स्कोप है, पॉइंट लगाओगे 200 आ जाएगा, वो जाता रहेगा। तो ऐसा कर लो ना, 5, अच्छा अपना 143 है ना, सॉरी 143 143 5 जार कितना हो जाएगा? 715 हो जाएगा ना, 5 का रिमाइंडर आ जाएगा, तो 5 बाई 143 हो जाएगा आपका। ठीक है, चलो फिनिश करो इसको। सो द आंसर इज नथिंग बट 5 बाई 143। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करके बताओ। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में आपको सेम फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करना है, बट वहां पर आपको एंगल 0 लेना है, क्योंकि दे आर सेइंग 12 AM, 12 से 1 o'clock के बीच में स्टार्ट कर रहे हो, तो 12 क्या होता है? कभी भी 12 से स्टार्ट करना मतलब 0। सो राइट एंगल आपको बोल रहा है, सो फॉर्मूला व्हाट यू यूज, 2/11 h इंटू 30 प्लस a, तो ये आपका 0 हो जाएगा एंड ये आपका 90 हो जाएगा। अब फिनिश कर लो क्वेश्चन। फिनिश दिस। Okay, so now I'm giving you some questions to solve. Acha, the answer for that is, if anyone has got that, please tally your answer with this what I'm giving, and I want answer from everyone right now. मुझे message करो वहाँ पे। Your answer is like 180/11 and 540 by 11 minutes past 12. Okay, करके बताओ मुझे। You know, when it is negative, I've already given you a formula, 130 plus h into 30 minus a. Yeah. 540 by 11 also will get. I already told you, if you are getting negative answer, see h, if you take 0, so 0, so 30 minus 90 is going to be minus 60. So I gave you one formula, that whenever you have a negative answer, you need to put this formula. I gave you a note, that is 2/11, 360 plus h into 30 minus A. Put it. H is 0, A is 90. So 360. So just 2 by 11, 360 plus 0 into 30 minus 90. So 2 by 11. It's going to be 0. 360 minus 90 is how much? 270. So 540 by 11. Okay, I'm sending you a screenshot. Finish these questions. Okay, I'm sending the screenshot to you. All of you start doing those questions. Okay? Chalo, I'm waiting for your answers.